Alright guys, I'm here solo today. We're just going to hop right into it. We'll start with dynamic warm-up. Since I am here today alone, I may take a little break to show you guys how to do the movements correctly. Go ahead and follow along with me here. Pull the knee in tight. I may take a little bit of break to show the movements correctly, but that doesn't mean you stop. If you're on the on interval, just keep moving. I'll get back to it, but I want to make sure you're going right. Grab the heel, pull up. If that's a little pressure on your knee, you can put your hand on the outside of your knee here. Pull that up. Just getting a little bit of blood flow going. Starting to get the heart rate up. Here we go. Grab the quad, reach up. Grab the other side if you want to do a little bit of calf raise. Get the calves going too. My equipment today, as you can see, you're not going to need the bike, but I got a chair and a couple dumbbells. Doesn't have to be a chair, whatever you can use. We're going to do some step ups and some box squats, so just something to sit on, something to step up onto. Can be outside on a bench, use your stairs if you want, whatever you have available. Alright, let's swing a leg a little bit here. If you need to do this standing, that's fine too. Just go opposite arm, opposite leg. Woo! Lose my balance. There we go. Let's start running in place. Do some butt kickers. Remember the warm up. Let's get your heart going. Should be breaking a little bit of a sweat before you get into it. Our intervals today are 35 seconds on, 25 seconds off. Let's move into some high knees. Start picking up the pace. Alright, I'm ready. You guys ready? If you need a little extra time for a warm-up, go ahead and pause. And I'm going to get started. I'm going to go over here and start my interval. You guys can just follow along with me. The first one we got is step ups. I'm going to grab my chair, show you from the side, I'll show you from the front, a couple of different angles. Here we go. So you want to step up with the left and down with the same foot. So I go up, down with the left, up with the right, down with the right. And you want to alternate feet every time. So from the front, you guys are still moving here, this is what I mean. I might be stopping to show you, but you keep going until you hear that buzzer. So my knee's not caving in at the top. I'm at a 90 degree here, and I push up with my glute. So that's your stop. Get the chair out of the way. I like to keep moving between these intervals. If you guys need to break at any time, go ahead and take it. Take some water, whatever you feel you need. But the most important thing is just keeping your heart rate up. So if you can, try and stay along, follow along with me. We got squats next. If you want to do them with heel support, you can grab your dumbbells here, or if you have plates at home, little weights, you can do that. That should help you clear your ankle mobility a little better. So from the side, it's going to look like this. If I do use the ankle support or the ankle raise, I'm still sitting my butt back. First movement's always back. My chest stays up and my knees don't drop. If I don't want to use the weights, there's one just to show you. Get those out of the way. And when you're moving in between, doesn't matter what you want to do. If you want to do twists, you want to do jumping jacks, that's fine. High knees if you want to really pick up the intensity. Next one we got is a plank hold, so it's going to be a little more static, but Real important to keep that good position. So go ahead, arms down, feet down, core's tight. What you want to do is pretend like you're tucking your pelvis under. You're going to really feel that in the core there. Try and keep your lips level. You don't want them to pike up. You really don't want them to arch down. Should be almost no movement. If you want to pull your elbows towards your feet, it's actually going to feel more in the core there. But we're moving on, so you can do that the next round. Whew. It's hot in this garage today. I'm getting the sweat going already. We got step ups back next, so that's our first pod. So we have 3 exercises in each pod for 3 pods, and we're just moving through. We do each pod 3 times. So we're back to step ups. If you want to grab the weights in your hands, make it a little harder, it's fine by me. So notice I step up, my leg is 90 degrees, and I drive up with my glute. So I drive up, step, and back down. And on the way down, it's a controlled motion, so you don't want to just drop down too. You want to control the motion down and really step and use that landing side on the way down. All right. Again, try and stay with me here, but if you need a break, go ahead and take it, grab some water, whatever you need today. I'm just happy you're here with me. We're back to squats next. If you need that heel raise, if you feel like it helps you, go ahead and take it. I'm going to show you from the side here. See, my butt goes back first, my chest stays up. I'd rather have you correct form and not go as low and come back up. But if you're leaning forward, your knees are going way over your toes and you're getting low, doesn't mean you're doing it right. So here's an angle from the front. Feet are about shoulder width apart. If you want to point your toes out, that's okay too. Chest stays up, head stays up. Good work. A little over halfway through the first pod. You should be getting your heart rate going now. If you're not inside with your AC blasting, you should be getting the sweat going too. We got plank holds next. All right, drop them down. If this is too tough, you can always modify and come up into a push-up plank. But same thing, make sure to tuck that tailbone and pull your hands towards your feet. You want to make it a little harder on yourself, you can move away from your elbows and hold there. All right, one more round here. One more round in this pod. Whew. Here we go. Back to step ups. Here's the bell. So we're up, down with the right, up with the left, back down with the left. Switch sides. If you see it from the front, my knee's not caving in when I come up. See, that just hurt a little bit right there. You don't want to be doing that. Make sure you got strong glute coming up, firing, and driving you up. Again, if you want the weight, by all means, take it. Alright, so we're going to get our chair out of the way for now. We'll come back to that one. Do a couple jumping jacks here. right, back to squats. Again, whatever range of motion is comfortable for you, shouldn't be painful. None of this should be painful. If you are having pain, let us know. We can fix it right up for you. You're driving up with your glutes, squeeze, and hip forward at the top. All right, one more for this round, this pod. I'm not taking a break between pods here, so if you want to get some water or just pause for a minute, try and keep it an active rest. Try and keep your legs moving a bit. Don't pause for too long. Ooh, I'm sweaty. Keep that core tight. Pull the belly button into your spine. It's going to really tighten up your core. Try and imagine trying to touch your belly button to your spine. All right, next one, we got forward lunge, box squats, and high knees. So forward lunge is going to be first, and you can use the weights if you want. I'm going to show it without, since I'm demonstrating. I'll show you both angles here. So you're just going to step forward and back up, and we're alternating legs. So see, when I step, my knee doesn't cave. I stay strong in my glute, and you push back up. So it's not a step up like that. You really want to drive off your heel and push back up. You're going to see it from the side, drive up. Doesn't have to be this long step that you come out, but it shouldn't be like this either. Try and go about midway, drive up with your heel. There you go. So going back to box squats, you can use your chair, use your step. Whatever you use for the step up is probably okay as long as it wasn't too low. You want to go a little bit down, but this is really going to help you with your squat form. It's going to force you to sit back. So I'm going to grab my chair, show you from the side. A couple inches in front, you're moving here, you're going. You sit back first. So the first movement's back, and then drive up with your heels. Make sure your knees don't drop in on that initial push-up, and you're driving with your glutes on the way up. So when you're coming down, it should be pretty slow and controlled. You don't want to drop into the seat like that, but control it on the way down. All right, it's going to be 35 seconds of high knees. So I want those trying to get to waist level here. If you can go higher, that's great. And try and pull it up with your core. Keep your core tight. And drive your knees. Give your hands something to hit out here. And you're just popping back and forth. You can see from the side, my chest stays up, my core is tight, and I'm pulling up with my core. If you need to slow it down, that's okay too. Still give your knee something to hit with your hands, but if you can speed it back up, you only got 35 seconds. Whew. Here we go. It's a bit of a bagger there at the end. So that's one round, pod 2. We're almost halfway through this whole workout already. We're back to forward lunge. So Grab your weights if you want them, and drop down, drive up. Drop down, drive up. So just like the box squats, I step down and ease my way into it, and then drive up. That eccentric control down is really going to help you with your strengthening and just staying stable, helping those small muscles around your hip and your knee. Those ones that you just don't really use too often, and then you're super sore when you do use them, those ones. The box squats is next. Go ahead and get yourself ready. If you do want to use weights there, I'll show you. Pick these up. You can hold them in front of you like this and sit like that, or you can even sit here if that's a little much on your back to hold them like this. Show you from the front here. So see, I go down slow and controlled, and then drive up. My knees don't cave when I stand up, and my chest stays up when I go down. I don't lean forward to get seated down. Seated. All right, that's halfway. Let's go, let's finish strong. We got high knees next. 35 seconds, try and go the whole round. No stopping. Here we go. Again, if you do need to keep it lower, that's okay too. Or if you want to just do a run, if that's too much pounding, try and speed up that run. Get it really fast. But if you can do the high knees, let's get back to it. Whew. All right. One more round through this pod. If you need water, go ahead and grab some. But if you don't, you're moving with me, keeping that heart rate up. We got forward lunge next. I'll show you this side again. So my knee doesn't come over the top of my foot, beyond my toes. If you're doing this, something's wrong. If you are doing that, make sure you're keeping your chest up and you're taking a big enough step, or you're not gonna go too far forward. Here we go. One more round of box squats. I'm gonna get my chair ready here. Whew. It is hot in here. We're moving. Here we go. Box squats. Remember, slow and controlled down and explode up. Slow and controlled, explode up, squeeze your glutes at the top. It's amazing what that extra little squeeze at the top, instead of just standing like that, squeeze at the top, hard. There's a lot of benefit to that. You're gonna feel it tomorrow. Finish out that last rip. Get the chair out of the way. We're still moving. Again, this doesn't have to be a lot of movement, unless you really want to push yourself, but you're just trying to keep the heart rate from going too low in between all these intervals. All right, this is our last high knees. Push yourself hard here. Try and go the whole 35 seconds without stopping. And we're moving on to the next pod. Last pod of the day. Chest stays up, not a lot of twisting. And you're pulling your knees up with your core here. You feel it kind of a lot in your core. Whew. Good work. Let's see what we got next here. All right. Bulgarian split squats. It's gonna be like a forward lunge, but we're not moving. Pull this back, kicking it out of the way. Here we go. So we're up and down. Should almost be like there's a string going through your torso, and your torso just goes straight up and down on that string. So imagine you're just getting pulled up every time. Hips stay tucked. Go ahead and switch sides. We're just gonna have to do the best we can. Stay even. Doesn't have to be perfect. Even it out. There we go. So toe taps is next. You can use your weight. You can use your chair, you can use your step, however high you want to go. I'm going to grab the chair just to show you. So we're starting here, and we're going like this. So you're bouncing, and it's just a quick tap. Let's go, you're moving, even when I'm stopping to show you. So you're tapping this and bouncing right out of it. If you want to use your arms, even better. Or you can pick it up. Try and go at a quick pace. You can't go that high. Even if it's just something small, just touch it. Soccer ball, a little weight, whatever you want to use. It's just little touches. Alright, next one's going to be a flutter kick. I'm going to be back down on the mat. A lot of core here. There's a couple different ways I'll show you can do if you get tired. Here we go. So, toes are pointed towards our face. Back bones are off the mat. And the core stays tight. You want to keep your feet pretty low to the ground if you can. But if your low back starts getting off the ground, then I just want you to go like this. Bend your knees. Whatever you need to do to keep your low back on the ground. I don't want you hurting yourself. But keep those toes flexed towards your face. See, 45 seconds isn't too long, and I don't have time to explain it. 2 more rounds through this and we're done. I'm sweating. What do we got? Split squat. So from the front again, remember it's just straight up and down. My knee never goes over the top of my toes. So if you're seeing it from a front angle, like this, go ahead and switch sides. My knee doesn't cave in either, so you should stay pretty balanced the whole time. You're gonna feel it in that glute, the front leg. So my knee's not dropping in like this. I'm keeping my glute tight and just straight up and down. Good work. We made it this far. Let's finish strong. If you can, try and keep up with me moving here for this last pod. You're just pushing yourselves even harder. So we're going back to toe taps. Get whatever you got ready. And it's just light taps every time. Light taps, light tap, light tap. You're bouncing out. Again, if that's too much bounce, too much on your back, try and keep it as quiet as you can. Just little touches, little touches. It's gonna be a lot of calf work since you're staying on your ball of your feet so much. There we go. Back to flutter kicks here. You're moving with me. You're moving with me. All right, let's drop them. If you want to hold your hands up, that's great too. Put them behind your head, put them out. This might be the hardest. Try and keep your legs low. You can fold them across your chest, whatever's comfortable for you. Most important thing, keep the low back from arching. There should be no space between your low back and the mat. Again, if you need to do like a bicycle variation, that's okay too. But even if you're doing that, the core stays tight. Suck that belly button, try and touch your spine. All right, this is our last round here. Whew. We made it, almost. Let's finish it off strong. Let's do some lunges. Again, if you want to hold the weight, there's a couple ways you can hold the weight. Oh, sorry, it's not lunges. Bulgarian squats, what am I saying? You can hold the weight here. You can hold the weight in front of you. Whatever you want to do, go ahead and switch legs. Just find what's comfortable for you. Don't let that back arch. All right, 2 more minutes. Let's finish strong with some runners. Jog it out with me. We got toe taps next, so it's gonna be a lot of running. Get your stuff. Try and push the pace here. Your last one. Remember, swing those arms. And you're bouncing right out of it every time. If that is too much impact, stick with the runners. All right, we're running, we're running. We got one more exercise, and then we get to cool down and stretch. You can go find that. Keep moving with me, keep moving. Here we go. Best exercise of the day. Maximum effort. Whatever you gotta do to push yourself. That core stays tight. Don't rotate back and forth. The only thing moving is your legs. Keep them going. Drop them a little lower. Keep that back flat. Here we go, almost done. Woo! All right. That's it, guys. Good work today. Thanks for joining me. Make sure you do a cool down and a stretch. Your heart rate's up. You don't want it to drop too low too quick. You can do a little lap around your house, walk around. play with the dog, whatever you gotta do. Make sure you stretch at some point today. See you next time.